Hi everyone, this is Menz here, playing the Russian Tier 10 heavy tank, the IS-7 here on Abbey. Now many of you probably know I haven't really played in a while. This is actually my first match back. I've recently moved and have been doing a lot of renovations and haven't really been playing much World of Tanks. Been playing World of Warships because I haven't exactly had my computer and microphone really set up. So just been playing on that a little bit easier. But jumping back into World of Tanks, a lot of things have changed since I've played. I haven't exactly played in I'd probably say 4 months just about. But even though things have changed, you really shouldn't be discouraged by jumping back in. Things don't change enough to where you're gonna be left in the dust with new tanks, little changes here or there. Now, I'm gonna be pushing pretty hard up this side. Abbey still plays pretty much the same way from what I have garnered. Even though I haven't played, I have kept up to date with the changes and whatnot taking place. Pretty much 1 to 2 line is usually where I focus on Abbey, because you can influence the middle of the map as well. Okay, now he's probably going to push up pretty hard, which the M48 and IS-3 should be able to take him on pretty well. Whoop, getting a little bit of lag here, making it a little bit difficult to control my tank. Okay, here we go. Didn't really want to push too hard there. You never know who's gonna be waiting for you, and I figured somebody was gonna be sitting back there waiting for me. Now our team's slightly in the lead. I haven't exactly done anything as of yet other than stop that FV from pushing any further. But I'm actually gonna push up to help these two guys. Hopefully that 183 hasn't pushed far yet. Crap, and I hit his track, of course. Now we only have a Tiger 2 back protecting our flanks, so gotta be a little careful. A little bit careful here. That 183 has probably pushed up now. Shit, I didn't want to hit him. Dude, there's a frickin' 183 millimeter down there. Don't want to do anything. Okay, here we go. This Tiger 2's pushing, but I would honestly hope that our Tiger 2 can take care of him. Oh shit, there's a tortoise as well. I'm definitely a little boned here. Yeah, I always get myself in trouble like this. I had no idea that tortoise was actually down there. If I did, I would not have pushed, but I guess camping and hiding does pay off sometimes. But pretty much in that case, I figured I'd get shot by the STB-1, but had I pushed up, I would have just blew right past that 183, killed him before he reloaded, ideally, but with that tortoise there wasn't much I could do. I couldn't get past both of them and not take damage, but module damage definitely didn't help me. But okay, we're still in the lead though. Let's just pop back over here. We have these guys who, against the C100, it's pretty much even, but at the same time this M103's probably gonna get popped, and this T-57 needs to push up and help so he can kill. Okay, push him. You can kill him before he reloads. Okay guys, now hopefully they're able to get him. Okay, there we go. Good job. But since I've been gone, the main changes I've seen are the Japanese heavy tanks. I have a lot of weak spot guides up for them. I don't have all of them, but I have the majority of them up on my website, wattguru.com. I'm hoping that I can grab a few of them because I just have a thing for slow, heavily armored tanks. They might not always be practical, but for whatever reason, that kind of playstyle is fun to me. And there's also been quite a few HD model upgrades. Now, one thing on my website, I have made a post about you can request certain guides now. I'm at the point where I've done most of the tanks that I actually own as far as weak spot guides and whatnot. However, I don't have a press account because I've been gone for so long. But if you have any weak spot guides that you want done of your own tanks, or another guide as far as a tank guide or a general gameplay guide, you can request them on my website by emailing me. There's a post, you'll be able to find it. Just taking a few screenshots if I don't own that tank, and I'll get to it depending on where it is on the request list. I've gotten a few so far that I'm going to start working on very soon. But let's see. And as far as World of Warships, I will be covering that too. Some of you might have seen that I have a new website, mensgaming.com. That's pretty much the hub. And right now I'm doing World of Warships, so mensgaming.com/World of Warships, and also kind of a niche board game, Settlers of Catan. It's nothing related to World of Tanks. Okay, these guys, the longer they wait here, the more screwed they're gonna be, but they're just figuring that out. If you stay in the same spot for too long, the enemy will find a flank to get around you and basically take you out, and that's what happened here. Okay, dude, turn around. You're being flanked. Oh, look, there's a tank there, and there's going to be AMX CDC. But even though with World of Warships, I'm going to be covering it pretty much the same as World of Tanks. I enjoy playing both games. World of Warships, a little bit slower paced, but longer matches. World of Tanks, of course, shorter matches, a little faster paced. But I'm going to hopefully be splitting my time equally between the two, because really the only two games I like playing right now. And what are you doing, dude? Yeah, this guy's gonna... no. You'd be better off pushing... Don't push too far, but he is doing the right thing. I would just sit right here for now. This guy's gonna try to push up, and he can't fight, even though the T-57's not helping. He can't fight both of you. Okay, good job. Get him. Ah, he missed. He got him now, though. Yeah. There we go. This tank has pretty good armor. That's why I'm just kind of sitting up here. The enemy doesn't have a very good shot on you because of the little lips that are also often found on ridges. Now, they're all one-shottable. This can go either way. I have a feeling this AMX, once he figures out that he can just Yep, pop up here. He could have just pretty much popped up and killed him because he's not one-shottable. Who the hell destroyed him? That was a little odd. But now we're down to... Ah, crap. Don't kill yourself by crashing. I guess the STB-1 killed the T-57, but it did not seem that way. But it's not really gonna matter. HE or no HE, you can't one-shot them. You're pretty much over here. But pretty close match in the end, closer than I thought at one point. I didn't exactly do a great job. If I saw that tortoise there, I would have definitely changed my plan up a little bit. So I did basically 1100 damage, nothing too stellar towards the bottom of the list, and didn't really do much else other than that. I'm gonna pop into another battle here. I really like playing the IS-7. It's a good all-around tank at tier 10. It has a few little minor disadvantages, but overall for a public match, especially playing outside of a platoon where you have to rely more on yourself than your teammates, I find it to be pretty damn good. Alright, now for Moravanka, the change to the map hasn't really been recent, but kind of recent to me because when I left it was still pretty new. But pretty much for the IS-7, I don't really want to go into the forest. I guess I've never really had good luck in there with heavy tanks. I've really only used it to kind of sit back and kind of provide support with a tank destroyer or something in that way. So I'm going to be focusing more on the 1-4 line and keeping in mind that they have 2 tier 10 already, and also they have a waffle trigger, so I gotta kind of be aware that I could lose a lot of HP really quickly if I'm not careful. Now the IS-7, it can't really fight over these hills very good pushing far, like being the aggressor, but little hills do bode it pretty well. You really cover up that lower glacis weak spot, and while you can't really shoot with your gun because of your gun depression, I feel like it's better than the alternative of getting yourself into trouble, say pushing through the forest and potentially being shot in the sides. But seeing that our Artie is behind me, I'm not really too concerned about pushing hard here. Hopefully the other side does well, and I can just kind of hold this side in the meanwhile. Now there's this little divot here. I remember using this a lot. Enemies have a hard time hitting your lower glacis. You are open to SPG fire, but if there's enemies pushing up over here, you have pretty good shots on them. But as long as that IS-3 doesn't have anyone near him, I can kind of keep inching up little by little here. Okay, so through that, I'm going to be moving back now. He can mess me up in a hurry. Let's see if I can get a shot on him. I am spotted, but just wanted to get a shot in on him. Just gotta keep moving here. There's this M103. I keep my armor pointed toward him. Our other side, they're doing well, so I'm not gonna do anything stupid here. Just gonna keep things pretty much the same. Okay, where are you going? You're backing off. IS-7 obviously realizes that he needs to push up now. I don't think he can pen me. I can definitely penetrate him. Shucks, he moved. I didn't think that IS-7 could shoot me there, but he has just enough gun depression from the side to be able to do that. That looked like he was pushing up there, so I'll definitely take that little cheap shot on him. Never want to show your sides in IS-7. He repaired, of course. Lucky enough to catch him before I reload it, but did a pretty decent amount of damage on them. Okay, I don't think he's gonna be stupid enough to keep pushing. Is this Jagged Panzer E100? Our Bat Chat's gonna push in there, so I'm gonna at least give the enemy something to shoot at here. Okay, that tortoise got pretty messed up. Did he get tracked? Please stay tracked. So many freaking little ribbons now, it's kind of like, do you get rewarded for everything nowadays in World of Tanks? That's what it seems like. It kind of feels like Call of Duty in a way. Yeah, he's definitely looking to get me. Little IS-3. New. Yeah, I can't exactly fall back now, but I did kind of bump my side out a little bit. So while the sides aren't strong, you can still deflect some stuff with it. Okay, he's definitely not pointing towards me. I wonder how far he's gonna move up. Okay, he's a goner now. Okay, he's not moving. I was making sure. He's dead now though. I was making sure he was not pointed at that corner before I moved around, which, yeah, I lost out on a little bit of damage, but to me it's a lot better than pushing out and dying. A lot of people don't keep that in mind when they're moving around a corner, and oftentimes that's the difference between life or death. Just a little peeking around the corner, making sure gun's not pointing towards you, goes a long way. So a bit better as far as the match goes. Still not like a excellent game, but 2,775 damage, not too bad. Got a Steel Wall award, and experience wise, top 4, not too shabby for my second match back. But one thing the IS-7 is good at is did a decent amount of damage, blocked a decent amount of armor from my teammates, and I assisted with a decent amount of damage as well by spotting. But the IS-7, it's the master at nothing, and it's definitely not the worst in any one category either, in my opinion. So it's kind of a little bit different than the T110E5, but being kind of a jack of all trades heavy tank at tier 10 is not always a bad thing, and it's pretty much one of my go-to tier 10 solo pub tanks. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope to be making some more soon, and keep an eye on Wakuru.com and mensgaming.com. Keep in mind also, I do run a continuous Facebook contest. slash giveaway, where every X amount of likes I give away some gift shop prizes. And just a little hint, we're getting close to the next little milestone, so one's gonna be coming up pretty soon. So anyway, thanks for watching and see you around.